Just did the my first USPSA match. Did it with the Staccato HD P4.5. The gun ran really flawlessly. Did have one malfunction. The malfunction was user error due to not seating the magazine all the way during a mag change. One thing that I did notice during this, granted it was outside in like 20 degrees, when seating the magazine, my hand kept getting pinched in this crease. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to put some mag extensions on, try to give us a little more that we can hold in our hand. That way whenever we go to seat the magazine into the pistol, not only does it give us more of something to hold on to, but will allow us to have a little more inertia behind us during the mag change. So what we decided to go with was Springer Precision. These are +3 magazines. They still stay at the 140, which keeps us within regulations. So we're going to start working on doing this right now. So the Staccato HD series, the P4.5, they use the MecGar Glock 17 magazines. So in addition to new bases, we are also going to be exchanging the internal spring, but we are going to reuse the feed. Got some interesting perspectives now that I've done my first USPSA match. And I plan to do a video on what to do, or more so what to kind of plan for your first match. Don't do like me. I made some pretty what I would call critical mistakes, not during the match, but in preparation. Some of the things that I bought, some of the things that I did in trying to prep for it. When they say not to go out and spend a bunch of money and just come with what you have, they mean it, and we should listen to those that know more than we do, because they've been doing it longer than us. So it's one of the things that I learned is practically listen to our elders, or those that have been doing it longer than we have. But in doing so, I did buy some pretty cool gear, got some pretty cool stuff, so there's not a huge negative there as far as my collection goes, but still, it's nothing like getting somewhere and getting ready for something and then realizing you have the wrong stuff. So if you follow my USPSA limited optics journey, I hope you learn a bunch of things from my mistakes, things that I did wrong and wish I had known. But man, it's if you're thinking about it, it's everything. I can tell you, at least for me, it was everything I'd hoped that it would be, and probably a little bit more. I see why it's so addicting. I mean, it's super fun. The guys that I met there, I mean, it's almost like immediate friendships. Just like-minded people that love guns and the gun industry. And it was, I mean, it was a grand time. Like I said, it was everything that I had hoped for. Springer Precision is not a sponsor of this video, nor is anything that you see for sale. Apparently I have to add that for YouTube. But did decide to go with them based on a couple factors. One was they had really good reviews. Really good reviews for exactly what I'm planning to use them for USPSA. Not only that, they're on sale on Shooter Connection. Also, not a sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by Daily Concealed Will, which is me. So, all right. So we've got the feeds on. Look at the difference there, just to kind of show. So we've got the original. This one is the factory magazine, which all these I could say are factory because they're all the same. They're all MecGar magazines. But look at that spring, and then in comparison, so we're all the way in to the new spring. So this is going to give us a lot of latitude. It's going to make loading this thing tons of fun as well, or at least I foresee that is going to make loading it a lot of fun. All right, let's get this going. All right, so compress it in there. Most all, boom, one done. Doesn't that look good? Take that bad boy out. And then, simple enough, they come with the tool that you need to do it. Not opening that bag, takes too long. We're just gonna go down right down in here. And there it is. Nothing to it. So you're gonna take your little Allen wrench that comes with it. I have 4 of them now. You put it in this little hole, and it's going to screw up that screw so that you don't have to worry. Solid, ready to roll. Let's do it again. So I like to check, I've only done this a handful of times, but just kind of give it a look at the top just to make sure everything looks good before I squeeze all that in there. So I ain't trying to take it back apart. Once again, screw in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bottoms out. Let's go ahead and finish it up, and then we'll play with the staccato. That's the best part. That's the fun part, putting that on. All right, last one. Speaking of magazines, I'm probably gonna end up buying more. It came with 2, I bought 2. If your match is, which I guess I said earlier that it was outside, but it was inside, but they pumped outside air, and it was blistering cold where we were. So however cold it was outside, the same temp on the inside. But, ooh. Back that up. That did not, we ran into a malfunction. So it did not seat all the way. Interesting. It's always one, oh, there it is. The screw had already protruded a little bit and wouldn't let it past it. There we go, solid. But it was pumping cold air in. So, you know, our hands were hurting, and at the time I did not have a tool. So I was hand feeding. You know, you'd shoot, and then I'd between reps I would hand feed. So one of the things that I picked up is this Caldwell universal loader, and I'll let y'all know how this works. Probably going to make a video here very soon showing how it works, because when it is freezing and your hands are almost burning trying to load a magazine. It is just awful. So that's her Staccato HD P4.5 SRO with the Springer Precision +3 base plates. Taking this to 21 rounds. Ready to roll. But that gives me something more to grab a hold to, and it's kind of slanted because I was totally pinching my hand because it's really a flush. It's a little bit of a flare, but it's really flush. But now, you know, as I go in, as I'm clicking it in, there's really nothing there. I'm putting all my pressure on the bottom of the magazine. So that kind of protects my hands from getting pinched, but at the same time, is giving me +3. It also gives a little bit of weight, because these are the metal ones, to help the fall away. But yeah, stay tuned to more videos like this if you like cool guns, cool upgrades, and USPSA or any type of competition shooting. Not a pro. Don't even know that I'd consider myself an amateur, but I'm going to go on the journey, and I'm going to take you with me. See y'all next time.